Hey friends, this is Stone. Welcome to the Mountaintop Kitchen. Today we're baking the quintessential chocolate chip walnut cookie. Crispy on the edges, chewy in the center, and loaded with rich chocolate and toasted walnuts. Each one comes in at 55 grams of pure comfort. Let's get baking. And welcome to the Mountaintop Kitchen. If you haven't been here before, I'm Stone. And if you have been here before, well, you know that I'm Stone. Today we're going to do something really easy. We're making my favorite chocolate chip cookies. And I have to admit that this recipe comes from, rest in peace, Mama Dawn Kline. Mama Dawn Kline is somebody who has posted so many recipes, and she has a little Xerox book that she sells online. I'll try to find that and post it. But this is her recipe, rest in peace, Mama Dawn Kline. Okay, so it's very simple. We're going to start by, and I'll put all of the quantities down here below, and if you're watching on YouTube, they'll be in the description box. I'll post the whole recipe. So we're going to start by putting our butter in, and our granulated sugar, and our brown sugar. Again, all of the quantities in the entire recipe are available to you. So we're going to get this going on a medium speed. We're going to pulse it at first, just to get things somewhat. Now this is unsalted room temperature butter. And I'm going to let this go for about 5 minutes. So as soon as this is nice and creamy, we will be back to continue with the recipe. You are going to love this. I consider this, I have posted many chocolate chip recipes, cookie recipes, but this is actually my favorite. This is not New York style. This is just your quintessential, normal chocolate chip cookie with walnuts. So we'll be right back. Okay, so our butter and sugar has been going for almost about 5 minutes. We're going to scrape it down. And we're going to add in the eggs one at a time. Now remember, I'm making a double batch today. In the description box and here on the screen, I'll be putting the quantities for a single batch. You can double it if you want to. You can see that this butter and sugar is looking very creamed. That's what we want. We want to really cream this. So now let's go ahead and drop the eggs in one at a time. And as soon as they get incorporated, you can go ahead and add in the next eggs. Normally you just have 2 in a single batch. I'm making a double batch, so don't pay attention how many I have, unless you're making a double batch. Okay, we're going to just mix this until they're nice and incorporated. And then I'm going to add in my vanilla. And it's looking really fluffy, almost like whipped cream actually. But I'm going to scrape down because I can see that there is some of the non-egg mixture riding up on the sides. We want to get that all nice and evenly incorporated. Okay, we're going to let that go for just about a minute. Okay, so we're ready to add in the flour now. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to put half in and then put the other half in. And remember, when you put flour in, you want to mix gently because you don't want to develop the gluten and have a tough cake. I also have some kosher salt and some baking soda. I'm going to go ahead and dump all of that in right now. Just until it's incorporated, which is right now, doesn't take much. And we're going to put in the second half of the flour. Okay, let's get rid of this bowl. And I'll pulse it because I don't want my flour flying out as it looks like it wants to do. Okay, and I'm going to, you can see it's thickening up. I'm just going to scrape down, get some of this flour off the sides, and also check on the bottom to see if there's anything down there that needs to be brought up to the surface. Okay, and let's continue just until it's mixed in, which it is. And now I'm going to add in my chocolate chips. And got a couple more there. And my chopped up walnuts. Now you can fold this in by hand. I'm just gonna do it quickly here, just until it's incorporated by pulsing, because I've got quite a bit of dough that I'm working with today. And once I see that it looks pretty incorporated and distributed throughout, I'm gonna go ahead and stop. And there we have it. We have our cookie dough. Let's move on. Oh, hi there again. You just caught me forming my dough balls. I'm rolling these into 55-gram dough balls, and I'm going to pop these in the oven, a conventional oven at 375 for about 11 minutes. So I've got some rolled here already. I've got these on the tray. I've got them about 3 inches apart. They do spread. They don't spread a whole lot, but let's go ahead and get these in the oven and see how they turn out. Okay, so our cookies are out of the oven. We're gonna let them cool down for about 5 minutes before we move them over to the cooling rack. And they are smelling incredible. Now, you don't always need to have a giant New York style cookie. If you're selling in a bakery or shipping, countrywide, okay. But for home, for your family, for friends, I really prefer just the quintessential standard chocolate chip cookie. And these from Mama Dawn Kline are the best. These are my favorite cookies of all time, chocolate chip. Now you can put pecans, we have walnuts, but okay, well, let's let these cool down. Let's let these sit on the rack for 5 minutes, and then we'll get them over here to cool down. Okay, these have finished cooking on the baking sheet for about 5 minutes, and now we're going to move them over to the cooling rack. So let's go ahead and do that. Oh my God, these are looking so good. These are the perfect size for your hand, for your mouth. They're not those huge New York style cookies. These are perfect for get-togethers, for family, for taking out on a picnic or whatever. Okay, so we're gonna let these sit here for, about 10 minutes till they're cooled down a little bit more. Well, you know what? I just can't wait. I'm like that. So I'm gonna take one and eat it right now. Here, let's take this one. It's looking really good. I'm gonna break it open. Oh my God, look at that. That looks so good. Mmm. These are excellent. You know what? I like the cookie part more than the chocolate, but the chocolate is awesome in here. The combination of the chocolate, the walnut, and the cookie dough is just fantastic. These are still warm. They're really good. I don't know if you're like me, but I prefer to eat my cookies out of the fridge cold. I just do. I'm not really big on eating them warm. But kudos to Mama Dawn Kline, rest in peace, for coming up with this recipe and sharing it with the rest of us. Oh, and by the way, if you haven't subscribed yet, that little button is right down there. Please subscribe. It helps us to get the word out and to share our recipes with everybody. So you can also share the video, also comment. We'd love to hear from you, see what you're doing. So, thank you for joining me here in the Mountaintop Kitchen today. I'm Stone, and until next time, with more bakes, more flavors, and more stories from the kitchen, keep those aprons tight and those ovens warm. Oh, and if you like this recipe, check out this one right up here. I think you're going to like it too. Thank you. See you later. Mm, 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 mm.